All right. This is Alex Aljet's. This is my biweekly for the week of January 19th and the 2 weeks of that. Um, so I've been working on the OATP variants, the data gathering. Um, Finished getting those amino acid codes this week from the variant OATPs. And then started converting the codes, which I put into like a Google Doc, I think, for each of for like 1B1, 1B3, 2B1 had a Google Doc. So I'm putting those in the text files so I can get rolling on the collab fold. Um, Start doing that, work from the tutorials. Um, Also had the research update. Felt like the presentation went well. Felt like I'm comfortable with what I doing right now. I kind of have a grip on all of my work so far. Definitely wasn't like a very heavy presentation at all. I don't know, I feel like it's all, there's just these steps that I need to get through. And it's not like, oh, I do this in the lab one day and this in the lab the next day. Like I kind of gotta, you know, spend that time looking through this or, starting to get that collab full going or whatever. But, feel like I've still been mostly making headway on it besides finals week, which um wasn't didn't get that much done. But I felt like I needed to kind of dial in for finals week. So, that. Um so pretty soon gonna get going on the collab fold generating the structures. Obviously go through the tutorial sheet. Just go through that. I have either Nathaniel or Theo to text if anything goes wrong with that. Um, and then we were trying to do it on the on-demand high performance computing core. Um, I haven't gone on like the terminal way in a while. So if the on-demand thing works, that would be nice. But like it wouldn't even let me like copy and paste anything. So that kind of sucked. I'm doing my presentation. Um, the research paper that I read was this one about like AlphaFold, like this plant virus proteins. Um, it's focused on the grapevine fan leaf virus. Just some random thing that I guess they were looking at. So they had kind of an idea of what it did. It needs to do XYZ based on kind of what it's doing to this grapevine. Um, and so they kind of ran it through a bunch of predictive things, a bunch of the structure predictions, and then I found out that there's like a tools to make predictions about the function based on the structure. I guess that was just a new idea for me, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And so they saw, how it does XYZ, but they also found that some like predicted functions. He said they were like just novel ideas that this process had kind of introduced them to. So I think that's pretty interesting, instead of like kind of meticulously looking through this thing, obviously, AlphaFold and like all the computation things kind of speed that up a lot. So I thought that was kind of cool. Um, they used a lot. They used the really like so many steps of running it through this and running it through AlphaFold and running it through, you know, the function predictions. Um, I guess that kind of provided a different perspective for me because it was like, oh, they're doing all this, like they're doing so much with this protein instead of just, running it through a function thing, a structure thing, and then saying, oh, it's probably this based on these confidence levels. Um, and then I didn't really pay attention too much to the details behind the virus because I just figured it wouldn't be worthwhile to look at that. So I kind of just looked through the process, what they did, how they used fold and everything. Some questions. I feel like with my project, I just kind of need to hammer through that collab fold deal. Um, so I'm taking CMSC 201. I guess are there any, specific like skills or like lessons with coding that I should say, oh, I do need to pay attention to this. And I do need to really learn this. Obviously right now they're just going through like for loops and while loops, I think was the last lesson. So pretty easy as of now, but I'm hoping it'll get more into kind of data modeling and stuff later. And then I was just kind of wondering, like, because we got that engineering building lab space. So, and like you said, it was tough to get space in the engineering building. And why would you want to be in the engineering building? Like, at least from what I've seen, IQ seems, pretty new and pretty nice. And I like it. It is nice that like we have more space, definitely. But like, I don't know, I'm kind of wondering like if there's you know, a group of faculty that are at the engineering building that it'd be nice to, be right next to or whatever. So that's all I have, I think. Um, yeah, feel fairly good. I will see you later.